Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope that all of you are doing great, and if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. And I just hope that everyone is getting out. Like in my area, it's like beautiful. Yay! It's springtime here, so it is nice. Now we're starting to get some nicer weather, and when it's like this, I get outside, and I'm very outwardly outgoing, when I'm outside all the time. But days like this, sometimes I'm so outgoing, sometimes people don't know how to handle it, like it is kind of funny. I just had a guy ask me if I was married, because I was so excited about the weather. So it is kind of funny how that can happen, where people see that you're so happy, and everybody's such in a good mood out today in my area because we're looking forward to this kind of weather. So I just hope that you're getting out and get some fresh air, get some sun, and it will be good for you, I promise. And right now I actually have to work on my phone because I'm having issues with that. I did try to get it fixed, so I won't be able to do any videos on my phone right yet. But anyway, that's why right now I have to work with my computer at home, which is no problem. So before I get started, as always, I want to let you know that if you do want to contact me, you can. The best place is really on Instagram, because I do get lots on Facebook. So I am sorry if you've tried to reach out to me, and there's so many distractions. Even when I try to act like you can't see me, it doesn't seem to work. I don't think that button really works for me. I don't know. So anyway, I try to sneak in there, but it seems like I blow my cover somehow or another. It's like, I don't know how that works, but anyway, is that you can get a hold of me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman, and then that's Starlight. So anyway, also just to let you know, you can like this video as many times. You can like this video. I won't charge you anything, and you could share it. That's free too. And I got a special deal, is that even the subscriptions are free. You don't have, the subscribing is free. Sorry about that tongue twist. So anyway, I just want to reach out to all of you and see how you are doing. Sorry. Oh man, so it's my day is gone quick already. I can't believe the time already. So anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I wanted to check with you and ask you, this, I've been going through this for a long time in my life. So like, do you feel like sometimes you're being watched? Like when I was younger, I did hear about with the government, they're watching us. And, I actually, when they started bringing the cameras out on the streets, I was so aggravated at that point. I was like, great, they're going to spy on everything that we do, so I did not like that. But I decided that, hey, I'm going to have fun with these cameras while they're around. So I've done a lot of goofy things with cameras out in public. So I am a nut, like, I don't know what's, it's just the way I am. They got to do stuff, and I'm like, hey, okay, I might as well have fun with these cameras. So I really didn't do anything too bad out there. But anyway, I did make a video a while back, and I don't have it out there now, so I decided to kind of remake that video, just in case you're not aware of these things. And I don't want you scared, but I do want you to be aware. I just did make a actually, I'm gonna have the other part of the story, my spiritual awakening. So that actually, if you want to watch that, that's a true story. It is amazing that actually is true, and that's what was going on, and my daughter was a witness to that story. So it is a lot of videos to watch to get to the end of it, and I will be having the rest of that, the ending part, of at least that part of a spiritual awakening that I had in 2017. So that was an amazing time there, and because of that, that story that I did put out, true story, is that's why I wanted to put this video out. Is do you feel like maybe you're being spied on, or maybe you feel like somebody's listening to you, or like you are being watched? And you do have to really, if you're not aware of this, you do have to, a lot of you might be aware, a lot of people are aware of this about with your cell phones. Like mine has a mic, where I always talk into it and say what I want to say. Like, when I do texting, which mine actually isn't working that great. So anyway, is that when you have a mic on your cell phones, so nothing's private, they have ways that people can tap into your devices and hear everything that you're saying, whether your phone is on or off. Like what I learned a long time ago is that the only way that they won't be able to like track you or hear you or get in touch with your phone and all that is by taking it apart and taking the stuff out of the back. So then they there's a thing that you pull out, and once that gets pulled out, mine is a newer phone, so I don't really know how all that works with my phone, but I don't do that anyway. I used to when I was younger, because it was easy to take apart. And so like for tracking, I don't like being tracked everywhere I go. I get like, not to creep you out or anything like that, I am really strange about barcodes on my products in my house. I do have issues with that, something that I learned a long time ago with barcodes. So the thing that I wanted to talk to you about is, like, right now I'm in front of a laptop here, and I always have my camera. And they had this a long time ago, even with the kids in school using cameras. Like my laptop has a built-in like camera, which those never look good. At least none of my laptops the cameras never looked good, the color and all that. So they do say to block those, and to block the little hole on your computer. That way nobody can watch what you're doing in your house. So that is one way that you could protect yourself, from being spied on. And I did actually, like I said, I did put a true story of also, like a lot of people these days have flat screen TVs. You might think, yeah, I got a flat screen TV. What's up with that? You watch all these movies or whatever, and so like I've done a lot of funky stuff in front of mine, but like in 2017 I discovered, with my daughter was a witness to the whole thing, and if you do, you can watch that those videos. I got my spiritual awakening, and then Spiritual Awakening 2, 3, 4, and 5, which I did not put 5 out yet for videos. So that's a big story, and it's about, part of it is about the flat screen TV, what happened at my daughter's house, where I thought I was seeing things, but, I called her and she's seen the same thing. So it wasn't my imagination that I was seeing things at the time. And since I moved in this apartment, I didn't think anything about my flat screen TV, because that happened at my daughter's place. And so it is kind of weird, where last year on my birthday month, August, is I discovered that I was being spied on in this apartment. I don't know who was spying on me. And, like I thought it was my landlord. Kind of creepy, because he lives in the same house. It made perfect sense to me. I've had a lot of horrible things happen in my life with landlords in my past, where when I moved in here, I always had my webcam set up, so just in case, because I found out when I was younger that landlords, some of them will come in your apartment, when you're not around, and they will go through stuff in your place when you're not there. And that happened to me before. So I got paranoid when I moved in here. I had a hard time ever wanting to look for another place because of that. I gave too much information to my other landlord. He knew I was away out here. I lived an hour away from where I live now. And I said, yeah, I'm going to go see my boyfriend, because that's how I moved out here, is that I was seeing somebody out in this area a while back. And, so he knew I was away on the weekends. So he actually, he messed up. He said something the wrong way, and I realized that he was in my apartment, when I was not there. I never gave him permission. There was no emergency, and being a pretty girl, you gotta be careful. And so that's what he was doing. He was going to my apartment. He knew on the weekends I was gone. And so I was getting smarter, where I would set up my webcam in my apartment. But then, he outsmarted me to the point where he actually cut the power out in the house. So then I could never prove that he was spying on me in my apartment. And I did try to report that to the police, but then I realized that the police were friends with him, so I wasn't getting anywhere with that. And it was a corrupt police department where I was living, and I knew that years ago. So I ended up moving. So you do have to be careful about stuff like that if you're renting places out. You might want to, and I don't want to scare you, but you'd be surprised. I've known other people in my past where they admitted they actually were a landlord, and they admitted they didn't want their tenants smoking pot or smoking cigarettes because they were afraid of a fire. And they worked for the police department. And I used to clean for them, and I couldn't believe it. They told me that they actually, which I witnessed, she would actually go in her tenant's house and check around, nose around in the house to see if there was any evidence of pot or, cigarettes. And I couldn't believe it. And she wanted me to move in that place after this person moved out. I'm like, nah, we're good. I'm good. Yeah, because I did smoke pot at those days. So you do have to be careful when you rent an apartment, and I had all my, right where I am, I have all my password books right under the stand. And, so that would have been easy enough for my landlord to, come in here and, to spy on me. So anyway, is that besides landlords and flat screen TVs, like I said, I witnessed there was people in my daughter's flat screen TV, a big, huge flat screen TV. And so you do. And also, nowadays, a lot of people have those speakers all through their house. How do I know this? I cleaned for a lot of clients when I had my cleaning business. And a lot of people will have these speakers in their houses. And Alexa is a spy. If you didn't know that before, I am letting you know now. Is really, you gotta really protect yourself and your family. A lot of my dad even found out. My dad is blind, and he has Alexa at his house. He loves it because she can play music for him all the time. And, you could just say, Alexa, play whatever, and she does. And one time my father was talking to a friend, and they had a conversation in front of Alexa. And Alexa heard what they were talking about, and Alexa started actually having a conversation with my dad about the topic that they were talking about. And my dad doesn't know really anything about technology because he's a blind man. So, but he wasn't stupid. He realized, holy shit, holy. So yeah, a lot of holiness going on here. So yeah, my dad actually realized that. And for a while, my dad didn't want nothing to do with Alexa, being in his living room, because, they would talk about all kinds of, probably talking about all kinds of goodies in there. And so yeah, it just that then so he actually left Alexa. Sorry, Alexa, but you're going into the garage. Because my dad actually was building a garage. Well, he already had the garage built, but he was going to make it to like a little apartment for himself. So he would go in there and hang out sometimes working. So he wasn't so worried about Alexa being in there, but he realized after that, once he heard Alexa kind of eavesdropping on my dad's conversations, is that he realized, hey, it's not a wise thing to, like talk on the phone in front of Alexa, and saying you're like if you got to pay for a bill and maybe you got to give your credit card, number, like on the phone with Alexa right there, huh? Alexa's like, what was that number? So you have to be really careful of that. Sorry, I'm like hitting this tree here. And so those are things that you have to be careful about. And the other things that I watch out for, my son might not be aware of this, is that you also, and this is so sad, is really the not only your laptop or your computers, or even your tablets. I don't have one of those. I really don't know nothing about those. Your cell phones, with like a microphone on there. It can pick up your conversations, and so you don't want to, like say important information like in front of those devices or those speakers all over. People got them all over the place. I have a small one that I used to bring in my car so I can hear my GPS better on my phone. So that even picks up information where, right now I am on my own living here. So I don't really, I do talk to myself. I do have to say I can have a pretty long conversation. I'm not just talking to myself, but I do talk to the archangels in the universe a lot in here or in my car. And so I'm a talker. That's why I said, hey, yeah, swing it, with having my YouTube channel. I like to talk. I like to have other people interact with me too, so it is a funny thing. So the other thing that I realize that people have to watch out for, which I'm not sure my son realizes this, is kids' toys now. My son recently bought a gift for my grandson, and it's a little robot kind of thing, and you talk to it, and it will hear you, and it will do something, You say, like, spin around or something, and it will spin around. Well, guess what? It's hearing you, so, those to me are like spy devices in your house, and it might be something harmless. You might think, oh, that's just a kid's toy. But you don't know where this kid's toy came from. You got to really watch out the kind of toys you bring in with your kids. What kind of toys are you buying back? Like the computer stuff with when they got microphones on there where you talk to it and it listens. It's hearing everything. So it would be another way that somebody could hear information and know stuff that's going on. I know it was kind of strange before with even my laptop before, where I had so many emails on my laptop, which I still do. I don't really check my emails at all. And, one time, this time I didn't have a whole lot of emails. But, like it was weird. I checked all my emails, and this is when I was really on top of everything, because I did use my email for certain things and my webcam. And so it was weird that I never got any messages on my laptop about camping gear. And so one day I was on my phone in my apartment somewhere living, and I was talking to somebody saying, yeah, I want to go and get some camping stuff for camping. I'm all excited. And I couldn't believe it. I started getting emails on my laptop about camping gear. And another funny thing that happened, because, the computer was picking up what I was talking about. And the other thing that happened is when I wanted to buy a used car, another car, not brand new, but a used one, a decent one, that, I was talking about, hey, I need to go out and find out where I can get a used car from. And again, I never got any emails about any used cars, like to go and look at used cars. And then, would you know it, I got a messages, not just one, but a couple different emails on my flat screen, not flat screen, laptop computer, where I was getting emails about different places, you know, like where I can go and search for a car. So you are being spied on in so many different ways, and even possibly with your cars when they have the Bluetooth, which I miss mine. Mine had my lease car had a Bluetooth. I miss that car. That got totaled. Yeah, so it is something with you know, like though they have like a speaker in that too, where you got to tell, hey, yeah, call up, and you know, like I almost said my father's name. You know, like I would say that in my car, you know, so that could easily be another device that you got to really be careful of. You know, I don't want you to be in the fear mode. You know, they say to let love guide you, not fear. But it's things that you really got to be careful of. You know, like I said also about like living in an apartment that you're renting out. Like I said, I've known probably about 3 landlords in my lifetime that has gone in the apartment without permission, you know, like, and who knows what they were doing. Like with me, you know, I had stuff on my computer. Believe me, you don't want to go on my computer and look around. At least the stuff that used to be on my computer, a lot of that I took off. You know, so it's just that people get curious, you know, and who knows why they do what they do, why they want to go in your apartment when you're not there, you know. So that really messed me up for a long time when my old landlord did that. I used to park around the block just because I didn't want him to know that I was even home, you know. I was having so much anxiety over this. You know, like, and then the cops didn't do anything about it either, you know, and that's not the first time the officers did not do anything to help me out. And so you got to really be careful. And also, what kind of kids, well, with your kids, what kind of things are they bringing, you know, buying, you know, and bringing into the home, you know, like and it's so important to really keep an eye on your kids. They are so smart, you know, with the technology, a lot of them are, where, you know, you could, you know, if they're living in your house, you have every right to spy on your kids. That's your duty. That is your job, you know, like to, you know, like I would never have my kids have a computer in their bedrooms. Absolutely not. Not unless they actually showed me that they were, you know, like I could trust them in that area, and when they mature and got old enough. But, you know, a lot of bad stuff has happened to a lot of teenagers because of the laptop, and nobody's paying attention to what the kids are doing on their computers, you know. And they might actually have a password so you can't even go on there, you know. So, you know, that's why it's so important to have a, you know, like if you have a computer at your house for the kids, I would have it in an open space where they're not going to do some funky stuff on the computer. You know, they had that story a long time ago with that, but those boys, teenagers, went and started shooting at that school and killed like a lot of kids, and either the teachers that were involved in that school, you know, where were the parents? How come they didn't know that this was going on? You know, they weren't spending time checking out. And don't let your kids think, hey, you know, this is my room, my privacy. Hey, but you're under my house. Sorry, but that's how the rules are. When you get a job and you're responsible and you have your own place, then hey, you can do whatever you want. I won't even pry in your life. But when you're under my household and I'm the one paying the bills and you're not working, even if you are working, you're still under my house. You know, until they are actually on their own, you have every right to check their bedroom. There should be no locks on the bedroom door locking you out of their bedroom. You know, if that's going on, you know, you might have to, you know, like unscrew the thing and get it off there and say, nope, absolutely not. You know, if they don't like it, they're going to have to deal with it. But you don't want your kids locking you out of the bedrooms. Some parents probably do that. They're afraid of their kids, and you should not be afraid of your kids. So anyway, this is all I wanted to talk about today, is because I just did make that video about my spiritual awakening 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Well, it's actually 1. Well, my spiritual awakening and then my spiritual awakening 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So it took a while to do that video because that's the way it went. So anyway, I love all of you. I hope you're really getting out. I had a nice time today. I wanted to be out longer, but I did have an appointment, but I did get to sit by the river today. I was hoping to see some fish, so it's hard to say when they start doing the stuff with the fish at this time of year. In my area, a lot of people go fishing, So anyway, be kind to yourself and others, and yeah, like I said, you can like this video, you could share it, you can even leave a comment down below this video, whoops, and I'll even let you subscribe for free. I won't charge you anything for that. And anyway, I love all of you. You take really good care of yourself, and you want to get in touch with me at Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So those are ways that you can contact me, and I hope you have a great day. And make sure, you might even want to make something for just a really quickie here. Like, I was thinking about doing this. I wanted to find special material like for my flat screen TV, but I don't have anybody in here with me. I don't have a boyfriend in here with me, so it's not like I did in the past, like in front of my flat screen TV. I'm like, and I didn't think of it, like at the time. So, who knows what the heck they seen, because I didn't know anything about my flat screen TV, which I will. Sometime we'll have a story about what happened in 2000. Well, there's so many things that happen in hospitals of different things, but I will have a story about what happened in 2022 of the month of my birthday, that's when I discovered that I was being spied on in my apartment through my flat screen. So I wanted to make a cover for my flat screen, but then I'm like, it's a lot of work, and then I gotta take it off, put it on, take it off, like a condom or something. So anyway, yeah, just that it's so crazy that the way this is, there's got to be ways to block these things so you're not being spied on. I know you could put a piece of tape on the hole there, but you don't want to really do anything funky in front of your flat screen TV unless you want to entertain them, and go for it, tease them. So yeah, say, hey, this is what it is, you can't get it here, but anyway. So anyway, I do love you all, and you have a wonderful day, and be kind to your kids, and this is Starlight, love and light, peace.